Cooking in the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen, always cooking in the kitchen. Good morning.
Welcome back.
Great to see you all again this morning.
Yes.
I am Jodi, the Chaska Library Branch Manager for the Carver County Library System.
And I am Morgan.
My daughter.
Yeah.
And you are in which grade, Miss Morgan?
First grade.
She's a big first grader. Very exciting. So we're here to do some cooking this morning, aren't we?
Yes, we're so excited to be back and
feature a new recipe.
Yes, we have this recipe. Looks delicious. And the making part looks fun.
Looks fun and pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna show you what our recipe is in just a moment. Of course, we went searching through the library catalog, which is a brand new catalog, by the way. If you haven't seen that news, make sure you go over to our website, www.carverlive.org.
And you can see the amazing cooking books and books that you can get there.
Absolutely. And not only can you check out hard copy print books, but we also have a lot of amazing ebooks, even ebook and e-magazines for recipes. So be sure to go on over and check those out. If you have questions about how to find any of those, you can call our libraries, and we have librarians that will definitely be ready to help you out.
And then if you want to cook with us with this video, you can go get the book and follow along with us.
Absolutely. So we are in the middle of the school year, or a little bit further than the middle. And so we thought it was perfect to seek out this book, which is called the School Year Survival Cookbook. The School Year Survival Cookbook.
That's lunches for your kids that are amazing, and they look so good.
So good. And pretty healthy too. There's some pretty healthy options in here.
And yummy ones.
So today we're going to be making something called banana chocolate quinoa bars. So we're really excited to try these. I know, Miss Morgan, what's one of the snacks that you like to take with you to school?
Granola bars.
Granola bars. It's just a really easy, quick snack to throw in your backpack, right?
And they're really good too.
So we thought, well, why not try to make our own kind of version of granola bars, right?
So they're extra good.
All right, so let's walk you through the ingredients, okay? So, and we've pre-measured everything today just for time purposes. And we'll try to get all of this information up on the link so you know what you need to have in case you'd like to make this. All right, so first of all,
you want some bananas.
Bananas, and it calls for 3 super ripe bananas. One trick that I've learned over the years, you know, if you have like 1 or 2 leftover bananas in your bunch that you bought at the store and they get too ripe, just throw them in the freezer and keep those for later for baking. And it doesn't look real pretty when it comes out,
but it sure does delicious.
Yep, it's gonna add some great flavor. So we've got 3 ripe bananas. The recipe then calls for some type of butter, whether it's sunflower butter, peanut butter, or almond butter.
And we wanted to use peanut butter because it's my favorite and my family's favorite too.
And I have a feeling when Duke smells it, he's gonna come over here pretty soon.
Yeah.
But of course, for those that have allergies to peanut butter, it's nice to seek out an alternative, right?
Yeah, you can use any kind of butter you would like.
Yep, if you're familiar with what to sub for that, I know they're using sunflower butter as an example.
And
okay.
It's all gonna taste delicious.
Absolutely. Okay, we better keep moving, right? We have a lot to cover. Okay. And that was 3 tablespoons of that butter. And then we need a 1/4 cup of corn syrup, which is this one, if you want to hold that one up. So a 1/4 cup of corn syrup, and we measure that in a 1/4 cup liquid measuring cup. And then one of my favorite things, maple syrup. 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And that's the real deal. That is the real pure maple syrup. That's what we eat with our pancakes
and waffles.
Yep, it's our favorite. let's see, going down the list, we need a tablespoon of coconut oil. So if you want to hold up, we've got a jar of coconut oil, a tablespoon. Oh, you know what? We forgot to measure out a teaspoon of cinnamon. So why don't you grab that teaspoon? We'll grab, whoops, I'm sorry, Miss Morgan.
No problem.
All right. And if you want to measure out a teaspoon of cinnamon, that's gonna smell so good and add a wonderful flavor to these.
Oops.
A little bit more, yep, that looks great. Okay, we got our teaspoon of cinnamon. We have a half teaspoon of salt, and I'm sure you could eliminate the salt if you need to be concerned about more of a low sodium diet.
Or you can add salt like us because
we don't have those concerns, but we know that some people do. So absolutely. All right. And next up, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the last 3 ingredients, the dry ingredients. So grab that big mixing bowl over there, Miss Morgan.
All right, so
What are these?
these are
Oats.
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 We're gonna use some oats for our recipe today.
We're gonna need 3 cups of oats. So let's go ahead and grab our cup for measuring. Should I help you with this one?
Yeah.
You hold that measuring cup. Teamwork makes the
Dream work.
That's right. So, all right, let's dump that one in. That's 1. And here we go. How many is that?
2,
And how many more do we need?
4, 2 more,
No, we
1
need.
more,
Whoops, that's okay.
3.
3.
There.
But what does Mom always say about cooking and baking? It's really good practice with.
Math. Because you can explore with these, and there's different, like, there's so many different things that you can do with these.
With counting and measuring.
And you can, it's like math, but cooking at the same time.
And a little bit of science too, to see like just the right proportions that mix together. So we've got our oats in, and now we need a cup of quinoa.
We did the rainbow quinoa.
Yeah, we did the rainbow quinoa. So, all right.
It's not different colors like the rainbow, but it's rainbow quinoa.
But there are some that are darker and some that look like the color red.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's grab that cup again, that measuring cup.
All right.
That's a lot of quinoa. All right, there you go, my dear. And, a half a cup of my favorite.
Chocolate chips.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do any kind of chocolate chips, but we use the dark chocolate because those are the ones we like. You can do white chocolate or just regular chocolate chips.
That's right. And even in the recipe, the author uses half chocolate chips and half cacao nibs. So there's lots of different options. Grab your half cup, okay? And I have to get this open a little bit more. And then one thing that I do often as well, once I've opened up a bag of chocolate chips for baking, if I don't use it all, and if Morgan doesn't eat them all, where do I keep these?
You keep them in the cupboard.
When they're brand new, I do, but then where do I put them? Where it's really cold?
In the freezer.
In the
You
freezer.
put them in a plastic baggie in the freezer.
Yep, I do. Oh, I'm gonna try one too. All right, so I'm gonna have you start mixing that up.
All right.
Let's find, we have a new baking spoon.
Which is?
So we're gonna use that. I want you to go ahead and mix that all up together. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna put all the other ingredients into our mixer back here. And you can use, we've got our big KitchenAid stand mixer, but you can also just use a hand mixer, would work just fine. Or I'm sure if you wanna get some muscle workout, you could do it just manually as well. Are you spilling things all over my floor?
When you're cooking, you just gotta make a mess.
Yep, so we've got bananas. I don't want to miss anything. And we've got peanut butter. All right, how's that looking, Morgan?
I think it looks pretty good. I think I'm almost done.
Okay, I'm gonna have you start bringing some ingredients for me, I bet, here in a moment.
All right.
So after our peanut butter, we need our corn syrup.
Corn syrup. Right.
Yep.
Corn syrup.
So let's go ahead and dump that in. That's very sticky. Very, very sticky. Do you need some help? There you go. And then we might have to scoop a little bit. Why don't you go grab that maple syrup?
All right.
Yeah, it's very sticky. There we go. Okay. You can pour that maple syrup in there. And then next up is our coconut oil.
All right.
I'll get that one because I have that little spatula. And you know what comes next is the ground cinnamon. Bring that on over. We'll get, this is a really nice, easy recipe because you can put, you just put everything except for the dry ingredients. You don't put those in right away, but put everything else together. All right, and then what do we have left? I think just the salt.
Yes, salt.
All right, and we're gonna make a little bit of noise here for a moment. Get that mixing. And you can keep making sure that dry ingredients are stirred really well together.
Yep.
All right, so in our recipe, it says that we're gonna mix that up until it's nice and a nice creamy consistency. And then once that's the case, then we'll add our dry ingredients and mix that all together.
And then so the creamy and dry ingredients can roll together to make a granola bar that sticks. So then you can put in then you can squeeze them together and then you have yourself a granola.
That's right. Before we started this whole process, we did preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And we also prepped a 9.5 by 11 baking sheet, or baking pan, I should say, with some parchment. And you want to put the parchment over a little bit extra on the long edges so that when they're done baking, you can actually just lift the parchment right out of the pan. So very easy cleanup. All right, I'm gonna see how that's looking, Morgan.
All right.
Yep,
it's
it's getting
myself, it looks the dry ingredients look very mixed together goodly.
Oh, yep, great.
Just try
show
not to
that.
spill.
Yep. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk those dry ingredients over. We're gonna add them into our mixer.
All right.
Okay, let's keep that handy in case we need to do some scraping on the sides. Uh-oh. That's okay, as long as we have to keep the chocolate off the floor.
And then the dog can eat the oats, so then they can have a nice snack before lunch.
But no chocolate.
No.
No chocolate for the dogs. Okay. All right.
Let's just be careful to not spill it anywhere else.
I know. Oh boy. We are gonna have a big cleanup to do today.
But it's all about the cooking, not the cleaning.
That happens. That's okay. You know what? It's part of the fun
Yes.
of cooking together.
Yes.
And then who's gonna help clean up with me? We shall see. All right. Let's check and see how that's looking. All right. Oh wow, this looks amazing, Morgan.
Can I come see?
Absolutely, and we'll give our viewers a sneak peek here in just a moment.
Oh, it looks like a granola bar.
And it smells amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think. That looks fantastic. All right, we're gonna take our pan here and we'll show you what that's looking like here in just a moment. To get it off there we go. All right, we'll give everybody a sneak peek.
That's what yours is going to look like.
Okay, now I want you to scoop this actually it's probably gonna fall pretty easily into that pan.
I got it.
Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah, it does. It smells very good.
And I know one of the things the author talks about at the top of this page or recipe is that oftentimes some of the granola bars, that we purchase at the store probably have a lot more added sugar.
But these don't have a lot of sugar.
They have more natural, it's all a much more natural ingredient recipe.
And that's good. And they taste very good with the chocolate chips.
And what's even better, guess what we're gonna do after they're gonna bake for 40 to 45 minutes.
We're gonna do the melted chocolate.
There's gonna be a melted chocolate drizzle. That is optional. But I mean, come on, it's the weekend. We gotta have some added chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Give us a little extra boost for the day. That'll be delicious.
Yes.
How's it looking?
Very good.
So I'm trying to get it really nice and even so when we cut them later, they're all gonna be about the same,
like size?
Thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
You're welcome. So they're all gonna be in the right size together so there's not bigger or smaller ones. Right?
That's right. Okay, I think that looks great. We'll show you what that looks like. So it's really easy.
You can't really see it far away, but
All right, we're putting that in the oven. Let me get my parchment out of the way here. And we're gonna set our timer for how many minutes? Do you remember what I said?
40 minutes.
40 minutes, or it might take a little longer, 45 depending upon your oven. So we'll get that going. And we'll be back in a flash after those are done baking. All right, who's ready to see the finished product?
I am.
Hey, Duke decided to join us to find out what's going on with the finished product as well. Good boy, Duke. All right, okay, bud. Can you sit? Good job. All right, so we baked our bars for 40 minutes at 350 degrees. And then I pulled them out and cooled them on a cooling rack.
Yes.
So they were totally, ready to go.
Looks like Duke's interested in the taste too.
I know, except what's in there that dogs can't have.
Chocolate chips.
Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna put that on, I've got a really large cutting board right here.
So then when we drizzle the chocolate, then it doesn't make a mess on our counter.
Exactly. Okay, so we had a 4th cup of chocolate chips and a tablespoon of coconut oil. And we heated that slowly over low heat. And so it's just a nice little drizzly sauce. And then I quick put it in the fridge just to harden it up just a little bit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead.
Can I try?
Yep. And you can drizzle it however, there's no right or wrong for this. Oh, and you get down, bud, because you can't have that. Yep, be generous though. And while you're doing that, I'll grab some biscuits for the boys here. Try to keep them occupied. All right. Okay, guys. Okay. Yep, can I do a little bit too?
Yeah.
Let's try it.
I think we should have needed a little bit more, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, we gotta see how Mama's getting really
into it. Can I try?
Yep, you try it now. Yep.
All right. So.
And while you're doing that, so just a reminder that in addition to our cooking program, the library has all kinds of wonderful programs for all ages that are still in a virtual mode online, many of which can be found on our Facebook page, the Carver County Library Facebook page. If you go to our website, our library website, www.carverlib.org, buddy, there's a web calendar that also has all the information. Get a little bit around the edges too, so not just in the middle. Yep. Has lots of great information as well. So we'll try to, do our very best to keep wonderful programs coming at you. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have a new library catalog, which is fantastic. And we're also in the works of switching over to a new ebook app called Libby, which is a product from Overdrive. So check out our website. There's lots of great information and helpful hints about that. I know.
You want it so bad, but you can't have it, Duke.
All right, we're gonna set this chocolate, the rest of it. I think we've got probably plenty of chocolate on there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think there's enough.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna lift, look at that. Lifts right out. And,
What?
Duke.
No.
All right. We're gonna slide that off. It's kind of noisy with that parchment paper,
Yeah.
but makes for a really slick trick. I'll move that out of the way.
And then grab the knife.
Yep, definitely need some adult help with this part. So I think, and it's supposed to make 18 bars. Why don't you go get him a biscuit?
All right.
All right?
I can do that. Come on, Duke.
While I work on this, and we'll try to make them a nice even size. They can be stored in a tight container for up to a week in a kind of a cool place. And then just before you pack them, the author suggests wrapping them in plastic wrap. Buddy, you gotta get down. Plastic wrap or in parchment paper, and then into the lunch bag, or
You can put them in plastic bags. You can put them any place you want.
there. I'll finish cutting those. We have to do a taste test. You
Yes.
can't have those, buddy. I'm so sorry. All right, how about you and I? And they'll probably harden up a little bit as they sit. Oh, here, do you want to split this one?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
let that chocolate harden up a little bit more, but we have to taste these before we
Yes.
before we bid our viewers goodbye.
Ready? Cheers.
Cheers. I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
I can taste the banana. Definitely.
Yeah.
Those are delicious.
Wow.
Well, great. I think these are going to definitely help us survive the school year, right?
Yeah. They're very good.
I wonder if you could, there might be other things you could add in, like maybe some dried cranberries
Or a blueberry.
or raisins or something along those lines. Who knows? We'll have to do some experimenting. Well, thanks again for watching us today. We love being able to provide this wonderful, fun program. A little bit of craziness with our dog Duke, but we love him to pieces.
Yeah.
Right, buddy? So have a great weekend and stay tuned to the library for lots of great, new, exciting things coming your way.
Duke says goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a great day.
You have a great day. You.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.